Um, this, I believe, is chapter 6 in the rhetorical act. I'm so tired. Can't focus today. This chapter talks about organization basically organization and how to like speak, how to write, basically what comm class is. For speech or essays, there needs to be an organization. Without an organization, you're basically talking about like putting stuff like in different orders. Like, say you're gonna talk about you're gonna write an essay about how to eat. You're not gonna talk about like eating, like putting stuff in your mouth before like preparing the table. You get it? I'm talking to myself. In an essay, you need the basic essay. You need a thesis, 2 body paragraphs. What I've learned, 2 body paragraphs and 1 a contradicting paragraph, or like a thesis and 3 main body paragraphs. And on both of them you need a conclusion, but on the thesis you have to like state your main, like your introduction. You have to state your main. In the introduction you have to state the thesis, which is your main claim. This lets us like organize an argument. If you're writing an argument essay, it helps you by organizing everything and separating everything. It helps you write it more clearly, put everything together. Say you're writing like separate, like you're writing your introduction separate, you're writing your thesis separate, you're writing your body paragraph separate. It's good at one point, but don't ever just like, I don't want to say like separate them, but don't ever just write them separate and then just connecting them, like just like putting them together, because it doesn't make sense. You always have to like let it flow, like make it sound organized and not just, oh, I just copy and paste it. Like my thesis that I wrote on something and my introduction that I wrote on another thing, I just got my thesis and just put it there, like without organization. That's a problem that many people, many teachers have a struggle teaching. I believe like since you're a young adult, no, a young child, you need to learn that, basically the basics. My teacher from English class actually like taught us like how to write a completely different essay. It's still the same thing, but it's like, it was confusing for me because I was taught like, oh, introduction, body, conclusion, final. But he doesn't like conclusions, and we had to like add like introduction, explanation, a body paragraph, a contour, a body, a contour, like what is that? I forget. Yeah, you know what I mean. I like body and then a contour, a contradiction. I'm gonna just say that. And then I think we just ended it there, because he didn't like conclusions. So like he didn't make us write conclusions. I personally still wrote a conclusion for mine, because that's the way I was taught, the way I've learned all my life, that's how we're supposed to do it. But like, it's crazy to know that like there's different ways other people write it. Like this, like when the teacher told us to write it, it's like, whoa. It was like surprisingly, I don't want to say it was easy, but it wasn't hard at the same time, because it was like the basic thing is just that we needed to add like a little bit more. But yeah, but I think like it wasn't as necessary as like when you need to like teach say like fifth graders start writing essays or something. We need to teach them like the way, or we need to teach them earlier on, like say third or fourth, because and by the time they're in like middle school, they start writing more essays. And in middle school, it's like you need to already know how to write an essay. There are students that struggle writing, not writing, I don't want to say writing essays, but they struggle more than other students. So that's why I think they should start teaching like how to write like essays and like speeches, how to do speeches at a somewhat early level of their life, because it helps them develop and it helps them prepare for what's there to come. Like in college, essays every day, that's it. It's crazy, but yeah.